What on earth? Hello? Huh. Bit weird there. Let me see. There we go. Why do you... There. There we go. Much better. Was a bit weird there for a second. No more scuff, please. I've had more than enough, more than my share of that, at least for the past couple days. Hello, how is everyone tonight? This is going to be a bit of a self-indulgent stream tonight because I realize, oh shit, it's Fallout Day, which is the day that the bombs dropped, obviously, October 23rd. Speaking of, I hope you're all safe, by the way, inside your shelters with plenty of food and water and all sucked. If you're in a vault, if you're lucky enough to get into a vault, please, tell the overseer I said hi, would you? Huh. Anyway, I want to make sure everything is working real quick, so test. There we go. I know I was having trouble with that just yesterday. Ooh, I really want to play this. There's so many freaking games coming out. I swear to God. I love it's Fallout Day, and I want to play New Vegas because I spent a lot of time setting this up, and I like pretty much all of yesterday trying to mod New Vegas into a playable or more playable state with less crashes and everything. And I think I did well enough. There was so much. It was so involved. Even if I had like an automatic mod installer, which I kind of did, it was so much to install. I'm using the Viva New Vegas pack, which is it's like a pack supposed to maintain most of a vanilla-ish experience, but it's supposed to make it run so much better and prevent so much more crashing, and try to use as much modern technology and techniques as you can to try and do this kind of thing. And I've really enjoyed it, and I spent a lot of time yesterday setting it up. Which, first of all, I had to like clean uninstall New Vegas completely, utterly, and install it in a separate Steam library, which I had to download a tool to set up. And it was so much. Like I had to change the Steam library, and I had to do all sorts of things. Like I had to change the Steam library, and because I couldn't put it in program files, and I had to make exemptions in my antivirus to make sure it could do its thing correctly, and I had to download all of the mods and actually install them, and I had to do that in a separate folder from the root folder, which was not the install folder, and that was I felt like I was filing my taxes. I can't put it really much way beyond this, but I put in a lot of effort, I gotta say. So I should, we should be fine. So anyway, I'm gonna hop into it. I have a character in mind, and I'm going to play this like in a very narratively focused way, if I should say. I'm going to play it like an RPG. I have a character in mind I want to play, and roles I want him to fill. And I think I know what I can do. So we'll just have to see. Anyway, I better get into it, right? I just want to give people an ample enough time to get in here if they want to get in. And as much as I love the Persona 5 soundtrack, I think we've had enough of the stream music for now. Is it. Where's my. Is it still. Oh, it's doing its. There we go. Maybe that can help. There. It's being a bit weird. I have a new cable coming in for my microphone because this one's going bad, which is why it's being so fussy. I think I should be able to figure it out just fine. But we'll just have to see. Okay? Hmm. Anyway, let's get into the game, shall we? And I have bad news, but I'm honestly thinking of just dropping Bug Fables. I'm sorry to say it. I really want to finish what I started, but the game, it just isn't capturing me. And not a lot of people want to watch it either, and it's just. I'm thinking that I just don't want to. It's just not alright. I'm just. It's not vibing with me, and I wish I could finish it. I'm absolutely willing to finish all of the games I start on stream. I don't ever want to leave people hanging. But Bug Fables just isn't doing it for me, guys. I gotta admit, I think I'm gonna just cut it short. Um, it's a shame because it's a cute little game and I love RPGs, but it's just kind of, I don't know, especially after recent events and everything, and a certain someone who I'm not going to name, and everything about that, I'm gonna leave it in the past, like where it should be. So I'm gonna start. Let's start up New Vegas, shall we? An RPG I genuinely know I already love. So let's get into this. Yeah, I had to install and mod 149 files into this game. I have quite extensively modded it, and it's going to be, and yet it is still going to be very vanilla. I'm gonna check the volume real quick. Oh yeah, that's wow. Um, quite loud. Let's move this down, shall we? There we go. That's much better. Now, I'm not going to be able to listen to the radio at all, am I? That is something I should have anticipated a bit more. I'll look into mods, maybe modding the radio music later, but we'll see. Anyway, let's start New Vegas. Absolutely. Copyright claim. You saw me standing alone, without a came in my heart, without a love of my own. Blue moon, still just what I was there for. You heard me saying a prayer for someone I really could care for. Anti-material rifle, baby. That fiend had a bad day.
War. War never changes. When atomic fire consumed the Earth, those who survived did so in great underground vaults. When they opened, their inhabitants set out across the ruins of the old world to build new societies, establishing villages, forming tribes. As decades passed, what had been the American Southwest united beneath the flag of the new California Republic, dedicated to old world values of democracy and the rule of law. As the Republic grew, so did its needs. scouts spread east, seeking territory and wealth in the dry and merciless expanse of the Mojave Desert. They returned with tales of a city untouched by the warheads that had scorched the rest of the world, and a great wall spanning the Colorado River. The NCR mobilized its army and sent it east to occupy Hoover Dam and restore it to working condition. But across the Colorado, another society had arisen under a different flag. A vast army of slaves forged from the conquest of 86 tribes, Caesar's Legion. 4 years have passed since the Republic held the dam, just barely, against the Legion's onslaught. The Legion did not retreat. Across the river, it gathers strength. Campfires burn, training drums beat. Through it all, the New Vegas Strip has stayed open for business, under the control of its mysterious overseer, Mr. House, and his army of rehabilitated tribals and police robots. You are a courier, hired by the Mojave Express to deliver a package to the New Vegas Strip. What seemed like a simple delivery job has taken a turn for the worse.
You got what you were after, so pay up.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Guess who's waking up over here?
Time to cash out.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig? You've made your last delivery, kid. Sorry you got twisted up in this scene. From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
You're awake. How about that?
You hearing my microphone, by the way? There we go. Seemed a bit... Maybe it's a bit too sensitive. Huh. There we go.
Whoa, easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now. Why don't you just relax a second?
Where'd I go? I've indeed been out cold. Holy shit. Huh. Sorry, just adjusting
Bear.
things.
Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name?
Why? What is wrong with my microphone? Good God. I don't even want to know what it's like or what it's happening over there. I hope it's not buzzing or something. Ugh. But I already know the name. And I know this character. His name is Isaac Spencer.
I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name. I'm Doc Mitchell. Welcome to Goodsprings. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go...
So, I'm sorry, give me a moment. This microphone thing is annoying the piss out of me. It shouldn't be recording. It shouldn't be having any audio when I'm not speaking. It shouldn't, whatsoever. That's annoying. But it breaks everything when I don't do this. So, there we go. I keep minimizing it, and it doesn't want to do that. So, there we go. Rocky start. But I already know what I'm doing. Or I already know what I'm wanting from this character. So let's keep going.
Around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place. How'd I do?
Ugh! Doc, I'm hideous! Ugh! I don't know. Like, I think it's just a shadow thing. Like, the lighting in this little screen is, like, notoriously horrible. If you actually look at this model, like, in-game, it's not that bad. Oh, look, it's Al Chestbreach. Preset number 3. I know that guy. I'm not the sort to spend, like, ages and ages in there. But I do want my character to look nice. So the cheeks, he's going to have higher-ish cheekbones. Since high cheekbones tend to look very nice. I think that's usually how, at least for me. Sort of shallow-ish. His eye color is going to be green. The tone of his face. He's going to be a bit paler than most. For Isaac Spencer he knows a great deal about technology. But he knows about this because of the tribe that he was involved with. Or the tribe he was raised in. And it was indeed a tribe. He was raised out west with the people known as the Ciphers. Now, the Ciphers... Let me see if I remember my Van Buren lore. But the Ciphers were a tribe of, as the wiki describes it, they are a tribe of scientifically gifted people in the western United States. They live concealed in the hills of NCR territory, but outside the Republic's control. They have a wealth of pre-war knowledge. Oh, hello. Welcome on in. And the Ciphers, yeah. I think that they were... Their village is around Mesa Verde in Colorado. Or maybe, no. Not in Colorado. But they were in... Well, they're out west in the Republic, but I feel like they were descended from the scientists at Los Alamos, actually, is what their lore is. And Isaac here is a cipher, or a descendant of them. And he decided to leave his tribe and try to make his way and essentially see the sights, make his way around the West and in the New California Republic and see what the world was like and try to get a bit more of a rounded experience and not stay in his village all of his life. And eventually he got picked up as a courier with the Mojave Express, which suited him just fine. He was wanting to travel anyway. And I have to keep doing this because it doesn't like alt-tabbing. This is a very old game. And he signed on as a courier for the Mojave Express. and left. I think he had, this is my general idea of this character, anyway. And he's delivered packages ever since, traveling the Waste and traveling the West. A bit of blue tint. But he, like any cipher, is knowledgeable about technology. Because I think the ciphers, what they did was they passed down their templates, or they passed down blueprints and scientific knowledge from Los Alamos that they repeated over and over and over again, trying to keep that memory alive. Although they kind of forgot the memory of it, or like they forgot like the purpose of a lot of it, they still know a great deal. It's like they've forgotten part of their knowledge, but yeah. I like the ciphers, so Isaac here is a cipher. But he's been around the West for quite a while now. He might have come... I think a good lore for this guy could be that he did not see eye to eye with the village elders. And he was fascinated when... Because I forget what the ciphers were like, but I feel like they shunned weapons technology because of the Great War. But there was someone who came in back when he was a very small child, when he was a younger child. Someone came to visit them. A certain old man who only called himself the Father. Or the Elder. He wasn't an elder of the ciphers, and he had strange robes. But he asked questions about what the ciphers knew, and about their technology, and he tried to research it. And he tried to research with them. And Isaac found that that man fascinating. And he may be very influential later, but we may see him later. But hey, wait a minute. I'm not done with this. Where's face? Hair. Oh, here we go. Hairstyle. Bit of clean cut. Comb over is a bit too old. I know the pompadour was always one of my favorite ones, but it's a bit too, The pompadour in this is kind of interesting. There's more to that haircut than I thought when I was a kid. Punked, Shaggy suave, that just seems like you're a teenager. Smooth wave is very nice. Clean cut. I think I want to just go for clean cuts. The tunnel snake. Oh, the tunnel snakes. Tunnel snakes rule. That's a leftover from Fallout 3. I think I'm just going to go for the clean cut. And the hair color, I want it to be like black haired. There we go. There's an ad break in progress. He's not going to have any facial hair. But I think I'm done with this guy. Yes.
Well, I got most of it right anyway. Stuff that mattered. Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet. Good. Why don't you walk down to the end of the room? Over by that vigor tester machine there. Take it slow now. It ain't a race.
You see, and now it doesn't look nearly half as bad as it did in the, doesn't look nearly half as bad as it did in the... Like, I don't know why they decided to do such weird lighting with the, with the character creation. Because that lighting is just awful. A broken 9mm submachine gun. Chemistry set, huh? He's no Isaac would know his way around a chemistry set. And a machine gun too, frankly. Oh,
Looking good so far.
they made no. Really? You make
Go ahead and give the vigor tester a try.
you made this all stealing, huh?
Learn right quick if you get back all your faculties.
Strength? Well, Isaac was never the most athletic sort. He was typical of the. He's a nerd. Well, I have to say, he's a nerd, so, Still, he's done a lot of effort. He's put in a lot of work carrying around the, carrying packages around the Mojave. That does take quite a bit of strength. And he's quite the experienced courier at this point, having traveled all over the West, through California, down through Baja California, even up and around the Boneyard, around the north of California. He's been all over the place, frankly. Although this is notably, he's been around. I think he might have a lot of experience as a courier. Although the Mojave Express, he might be a newer employee for the Mojave Express specifically. And this isn't the first time he's been to New Vegas, but this is probably the farthest west he's ever been, overall. So, or the farthest east he's ever been, that is. So he would, bit of an average Joe there. Perception, though. He was always a very perceptive guy, so I think I would do that. Perception is nice. I think I put him up to 7 there, because he knows his way around things. It helps with explosives and lockpick, too, which are... Pretty much all of these skills are things I like. Energy weapons, lockpick are 2 very nice ones. So, I'm going to be going for an energy weapons build, by the way. So... Endurance, I wouldn't call him a hardy survivalist. He's traveled quite a ways, but I don't think he's the most durable of individuals. He hasn't gotten to a lot of violence before, and hasn't really... Like, the Ciphers were a tribe, yes, but they were very... I guess they were a tribe, so he would have some knowledge of medicine. He would have some knowledge of medicine and survival tactics, I guess. But that was never really his strength, I guess, so. The charisma. Charismatic? He can speak a little bit better than most. So, yeah, I think he knows how to charm his way around. He was never... I guess I could make up a story that he was popular. But maybe not. I think he knows how... He's very eloquent. He has a very large vocabulary, that I will say. And he knows how to put his point into words. He knows how to put his thoughts into words very nicely. I will say that much. And... though he's not the most popular, it's not something... It's mostly because he just wasn't caring and wasn't trying. If he was actively trying to charm people, maybe he could, but... no. Intelligence? He was gifted even for a cipher. So he knows a great deal about certain things. He knows a great deal about science and technology and how things work. A bit more than some of his other peers. He understood it a bit, but he understood the technology and he got a grasp of how things worked a little bit better than his peers did. A lot of ciphers just sort of repeated it rote as almost more of a tradition than actual preservation of knowledge. But Isaac kind of knew. He kind of understood how things would work a little bit better. So he's very intelligent. And that's also what fascinated him about the man who visited when he was younger. Was that he he also wanted to understand how things worked instead of just repeating these things, or just repeating these schematics. Like, he would try to, like, Isaac would actually try to build the technologies that they studied, and the Cyphers didn't really like that very much. And he was at odds with the Elders over that. So that's what this story we can go with. Agility, I'm going to put him as average. And luck, that's also a bit average. But let's see here. Endurance is going to be a bit of a dumb stat for me. I like these. I like the stat distribution. Honestly, I think I'll keep it.
Look at that. Maybe them bullets done your brain some good. Well, we know your vitals are good, but that don't.
Not entirely certain about that there, Doctor.
What do you say you take a seat in my couch and we go through a couple of questions? See if your dogs are still barking.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna say a word. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind. Dog.
First thing that would come to his mind with a dog? Kick? No, God, no. He's not that evil. Dinner? Ugh. No, he's not that kind of a tribal. He would train the dog.
House.
House? Shelter.
Night.
A dream.
Bandit.
Vaporize.
Light.
Inspiration.
Mother. Okay.
Genes. He mostly had a very
Out of your
clinical
statements,
outlook.
I want you to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say. First one. Conflict just ain't in my nature.
I think Isaac would disagree with this. He tends to be very strong-headed and argumentative. And doesn't really... How do I put that? He's not the most agreeable of people, sometimes.
I ain't given to relying on others for support.
I would say he would agree with this, because he's not... He was a bit of an outlier in his own tribe as well.
I'm always fixin' to be the center of attention.
He would probably agree with this more than he would like to admit, yes.
I'm slow to embrace new ideas.
Strongly disagree on that one. He's
I charge
always
him to deal
innovative.
with my problems head on.
I think he would strongly agree with that.
Almost done here. What do you say you have a look at this? Tell me what you see.
He would see a chemical reaction.
Okay. How about this one?
A piece of priceless space-age technology.
Last one.
Two bears high-fiving! No, I do see two bears high-fiving, frankly. But, mushroom cloud.
Well, that's all she wrote. I don't have nothing to compare it to, so maybe you'd better just have a look at the results. See if it all seems right to you.
And it's funny, because I got pretty close to what I was wanting from those series of questions. But, science... These are his skills. I missed this, by the way. I missed the skills from Fallout. I don't think Fallout 4's replacement... they tried to replace it with perks, and I don't think that was a good idea. I'm not a fan of that decision, frankly. But, I don't think he was that much of a doctor. But he loves his energy weapons. Absolutely. He loves energy weapons. Nothing like a laser to get what you want. And repair, I think, is also as a nice one. Science and repair are... I'll be real, repair is kind of a crutch skill. Like, every character I make has some repair in there somewhere. But lockpick is also very nice. I think I'll go for repair first. Although lockpick might be. Having better conditioned guns will matter. Maybe later more. But I think this will be good.
Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you. I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
I actually do. How dare you? I'm very offended. Early bird. As fitting as that is, well, that's not really fitting for an owl, obviously. I only mentioned it because bird. Owls are absolutely not early birds. But he has 4 eyes. He's nearsighted. And I might be modeling him after myself a little more than I anticipate. But, I mean, I'm going to be wearing glasses anyway for the aesthetics. Might as well have it serve a functional purpose. I think that'd be nice. Good-natured? More with diplomacy than violence, and I don't think he's quite that he will try to talk his way out of things if he can, but he's not that much of a diplomatic sort. Logan's Loophole. Level 30 forever. No, I'm not going to go for that. Skilled, but not very experienced. Trigger discipline is something I like. But fast shot would also be nice. I know. Everyone loves Wild Wasteland. Everyone loves it. All the time. Every day. But I'm not really going to go for Wild Wasteland. And there's a very specific reason for that. That I'll tell you about later. So... There's a very specific reason why I'm not going to go with Wild Wasteland. It changes certain things in the game, and there's something very good that you can get if you don't have it, and I'm going to go for that. Hoarder. I don't like that negative though. I think I can go for trigger discipline. I don't really need trigger discipline, though, if I'm going to go for, like, laser weapons. Skilled would be nice, I think. Because I'm not going to be for want of experience points, honestly.
Alright, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out.
Where's the crouch button? Sneak is left control, yeah.
Here, these are yours. Was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip. Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have this. They call it a Pip-Boy. I grew up in one of them vaults they made before the war. We all got one. Ain't much use to me now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. I know what it's like having something taken from you. And put this on, too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty. Never was much my style, anyway.
The microphone. I swear. I'm going to get it fixed soon. Don't worry, guys. If you can hear buzzing, don't worry. I can get it fixed. Thank you for patching me up, Doc.
Don't mention it. It's what I'm here for. You should talk to Sunny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at the saloon. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave. Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to get killed anymore.
Hardcore mode. No. Thank you. Not right now. Now can I sneak? Or no? Left control isn't wanting to do its thing. Odd. Yeah, I know what weapons are. I know what apparel is. Oh. Heavy apparel will slow... Medium and heavy apparel will slow you down. Repair is nice. You know, maybe a refresher on the specifics of this would be nice. Damage threshold and... Or DR, damage resistance and damage threshold. Protect from damage. The total is displayed at the top of your Pip-Boy are a combination of all your equipped armor. In addition to any bonuses from perks or Kims. Damage resistance represents the percentage reduction of all incoming damage and is applied first. Your damage threshold value is then directly subtracted from the remaining damage. Although even the thickest armor will still let a small amount of damage through. Okay. I was never really all that clear. I know that damage threshold is like... You penetrate through that and it's better. But damage resistance will help you against everything. It's a percentage, yeah? Yeah. Percentage reduction of all damage. And this is what he was wearing when he was kidnapped. So, I'm going to go to the lightweight leather armor. Leather armor. So he's got 6 damage threshold and 0 damage resistance. Ah. So it just... All this does is subtract 6 damage from everything. That makes sense. Repair kits. Oh, yeah, I do have repair kits, don't I? Ammunition, yes. Armor piercing. Ignores a large portion of the enemy's damage threshold. Yeah, that's what that does. Does slightly more damage. That makes a lot of sense. Hollow point does more damage, but is easily blocked by armor. Overcharge increases damage, but degrades the weapons more quickly. We will know overcharged very personally. We will get to know overcharged ammunition very nicely. Slugs used by shotguns. A single large bullet's more accurate. Switch ammo subtypes. Press 2 to cycle through ammo types for your currently equipped weapon. And stats. Now, when I first played this game, I played it all through... I played it all on PS3, actually. That's where I first played this game. And man, I have to tell you, the performance of this game on PS3 was atrocious, and I refuse to play it anymore on that gaming system because it's just kind of terrible. Ugh. Sneak plus 30. But I have a lot of this going on here. I have a lot of skills. Like, skilled helps quite a bit early on. A neutral drifter. 4 eyes and skilled. This was his delivery order. 6 of 6. Deliver the package at the north entrance to the Vegas Strip by way of Freeside. An agent of the recipient will meet you at the checkpoint. Take possession of the package and pay for the delivery. Bring the payment to Johnson Nash at the Mojave Express Agency in Prim. Bonus for completion, 250 caps. Manifest. This package contains 1 oversized poker chip, composed of platinum. Which I would guess that Isaac would be able to tell pretty keenly and pretty early on that that poker chip was a bit more than what you would expect. He's noticed that it wasn't quite it's like. Its composition and the way it was put together was more, it was different from a normal poker chip, and he knew, though he couldn't quite tell what it was for. He had theories, maybe some sort of electronic component, or a diode or something like that, but he had no quite clue of what it was for, but he had an inkling that it wasn't normal. You are an authorized agent of the Mojave Express package until the delivery is complete and payment has been processed. Contractually obligated to complete this transaction, and materially responsible for any malfeasance or loss. Failure to deliver to the proper recipient may result in forfeiture of your advance and bonus, criminal charges, and or pursued by mercenary reclamation teams. Holy shit. I actually haven't really read this closely before. The Mojave Express is not responsible for any injury or loss of life you experience. Yeah, the loss of life that you may experience as a result of said reclamation efforts. Oh, of the reclamation efforts, but of trying to just deliver the package, they kind of are. Back in the saddle, they went that way. Ain't that a kick in the head? A laser pistol, huh? My beloved. Anyway, I still have my hands kind of tied at the moment. Which is interesting. This is not how things quite were in vanilla. But I think it should be fine when we step out. There we go. Now we have the abilities. He lost his glasses when he was shot in the head. They shattered, and now that is going to be a quest of ours going forward, is to find him some new glasses, because he can't quite see everything quite so keenly. Anyway, sometimes when people offer you hospitality in the wasteland. Expired? Oh, I don't like that. I don't like expired stems. This isn't... I didn't notice it would do that. I didn't know this. I know this is a part of Jay Sawyer, his mod, which, like, expired stim packs happen. But I don't really like the fact that it's expired. And I don't like the fact that they separated the expired ones into the homemade ones. I kind of hate that, actually. Jay Sawyer does a whole bunch of things and a whole bunch of changes that I don't like, that I really don't like, honestly. Stimpack weight, and a lot of this is just like, why? He does a whole lot of changes, and I have to check that. I'll have to check the mod more often, but yeah, I don't think it's, Anyway. Whatever. We'll have to see. I'll have to check the mod lists more often, but let's continue. Sometimes you have to take any you have to take any that you can. I hate that difference, honestly. I hate it. Oh, I hate that. I hate that. Why did Josh Sawyer decide to make expired Stimpaks a thing? That is terrible. I don't like that at all. I didn't realize that that would be the case. I'll have to check my mod list later, because I do not fucking like having expired Stimpaks. They suck. I don't want anything to do with them. Where's... I don't want the game to be pointlessly harder for no reason. I wanted to play it just to make it playable, not to alter the gameplay experience that much. But hey, it is what it is. And I didn't... I knew that expired Stimpaks would be a thing. I didn't expect them to be in vanilla. Or... I thought they would be a thing in hardcore mode. Not here. Why would I want expired Stimpaks? That sucks. And also, none of this was stealing initially, by the way. In the base vanilla game, that was not stealing. Because this was all stuff that the devs put here specifically for you to have as a way to... It would help, is what I was saying. Is what I mean here. I can repair this. I can create some Stimpaks. Fucking hate this. Ah, it made homemade ones. Why? Why do I have 3 different types of stems? Ah, I hate that. I hate it, man. I hate it. So much so that I might want to get rid of that mod immediately. I thought I had modded this to a succinct, or to a nice area, but we'll have to see. I didn't think I'd have to mod that, but whatever. Whatever, I'll just deal with it for now. That's kind of seriously blows. I don't want 3 different kinds of stems. Sawyer, I didn't ask for that. It says Vanilla Plus. Unfortunately, it's Vanilla Plus. I wanted to play this mostly vanilla, but I wanted it to be playable. With very small changes. And that's what I was promised, and did not really receive. But whatever. Boxing times... Yeah. Sarsaparilla. But yeah, a Pip-Boy would fascinate Isaac like no tomorrow. He's always been fascinated by technological contraptions, especially electronics. So the fact a robot rescued him and now he has a Pip-Boy, well, it makes the sting of the bullet just a little bit less terrible. I have to remember the controls for this. What is the, boy light? Maybe I just hold tab. Why can't that exit? There we go. Yeah, hold tab. Why is this stealing? It wasn't before. I hate the fact that the mod developers have decided that, you know what, maybe that was a bug and not a purposeful decision. You shouldn't have that easy of a time. We're going to make it harder for no reason. And give you negative karma for what you never did before, what you never got before, whatever. Just, karma's irrelevant anyway. But I kind of hate having to sneak here for shit that I would normally get anyway. Whatever. Yeah, Victor is really going to miss his food and stims. He's a robot. Anyway. Also, I think the mods I'm using gets rid of, it gets rid of the GRA variants. Everything is just, a laser pistol is a laser pistol. There's no GRA version. All of the mods just apply. And thank goodness for that. Expired stim packs can go suck my dick. I also realize now that that probably would get me copyright struck. I gotta be paying attention to that now. Since I'm playing this on Twitch and not just on my own. Hello, sir. How are you?
Howdy.
Oh, my goodness. Tumbleweeds. You know, I've never actually seen tumbleweeds. Vaporized. I don't even know if tumbleweeds are actually a thing. But, I know they're a common trope in fiction, especially in desert places like this. Pros giblets everywhere. Welcome to Mojave Express. Mojave Express drop boxes like this one can be used to deliver items to any Mojave Express drop box that you've discovered. Once you find it in the Mojave Express drop box, just activate it and you'll be able to use that. You can use it to send and receive items, yes. Where's Victor, anyway? Hey, there we go. Right on time there, my buddy. Why, hello, Victor.
Howdy, partner. Might I say you're looking fit as a fiddle?
Hey, thanks for digging me up out of that grave,
Don't
sir.
mention it. I'm always ready to lend a helping hand to a stranger in need.
How'd you happen to find me?
I was out for a stroll that night when I heard the commotion up the old bone orchard. Saw what looked like a bunch of bad eggs, so I laid low. Once they'd run off, I dug you up to see if you were still kicking. Turns out you were, so I hauled you off to the dock right quick.
Do you know those men who attacked me?
Can't say that I'm familiar with the rascals. Some of the fine folks in town might be able to help you out with that.
How'd you end up in Good Springs anyway, Victor?
I moseyed into town, 10, 15 years ago. Before that, I can't quite seem to recall. Odd. Anyway, it's a right peaceful town, and I reckon it's as fine a place to settle as any.
His AI is interesting, and I think Isaac is trying to kind of poke his systems a bit right here with these sorts of questions to see what he's up to and what he's doing and how he works, just through words and acting out different prompts. I've never seen a robot like you before. Give me the spiel.
I'm a Securitron. Robco Security Model 2060B. If you ever see any of my brothers, tell them Victor says howdy.
And I think he's genuinely not seen Securitrons before. Plenty of Protectrons. This is probably the first actual proper Securitron he's seen before, which is interesting to him.
Happy trails!
And all the way out here, in the middle of the desert. Fascinating place to find a robot. I wonder if it serves a purpose. Or beyond what we see here. Because with tech that advanced, someone has to be looking after it. Anyway, Sunny Smiles out in the saloon said she could help me. Doc Mitchell said Sunny Smiles could help me, so I should go out over to the saloon. See exactly what this person is like. I hate how they made everything stealing in this town when it used to not be as much. I didn't see that as much as a bug as a feature. Huh. Seems a certain individual is missing from his seat. Whatever.
Cheyenne, stay. Don't worry. She won't bite unless I tell her to.
I'm a little short on caps at the moment. I don't suppose there's any work available.
Not in Good Springs, no. But if you're up for a little scavenging, there's always the schoolhouse. Most of what's in there is junk, but there's this old safe that even Easy Pete wasn't able to crack with dynamite. If you want to take a shot at it, take these.
A magazine on locksmiths?
If the lock's too much for you to handle, reading through the magazine might give you the edge you need.
And the bobby pins?
You'll need those to pick the lock. Be careful, though. Put too much pressure on them, and they'll snap.
Alright, I'll take a look at the safe when I
Always
get a
happy to help
chance.
someone down on their luck.
Doc Mitchell said, I need to get to Prim. Can you suggest a route?
Sure can. Take the road southeast out of town till it hits the freeway. Prim is the town with the roller coaster straight south. Can't miss it. NCR patrols do a good job of keeping the highway clear, but I'd keep your gun where you can reach it easily. You never know who you'll run into. Off the road, you'll probably start running into hostile wildlife. My advice would be to stick to the highway when you can.
What do you do around
I
here?
hunt geckos mostly. The meat's pretty good and I can always find a buyer for the hides. I also help keep the town clear of rat scorpions and coyotes. Not many people live in Good Springs, so wildlife is always creeping in.
Huh. Let's talk about the areas around Good
do you wanna
Springs,
know?
Shun. What other towns are nearby
Southeast
anyway?
of here is Prim. Can't miss it. Since it has the giant old roller coaster right in the middle of town. The NCR's got an outpost there. If you follow the road north, you'll eventually hit Sloan and Quarry Junction. They mine rocks or something, but I heard they got troubles lately. I wouldn't head that direction if I were you, though. Got critters up there that don't take kindly to getting shot.
NCR? I mean, I would know what the NCR is. They're down there?
The new California Republic. Bunch of settlers and soldiers coming in from the west, fixing on making Nevada their own. They can be
Oh,
rough,
yeah.
but the roads are safer because of them, so I tend to let it go. Not that I got a choice.
What does the NCR keep you safe from anyway? They've not done the ciphers any good, that's for damn
the
sure.
Wildlife for one thing, rowdy locals for another. They're protecting their own. Just happens to help us. They've been holding off this other group from the east, too.
What do you know about the other group?
Got a funny name. Call themselves Caesar's Legion. Never seen them in these parts, so I couldn't tell you much. I hear rumors, that's about it. Supposedly they keep slaves and they got some real nasty ways of killing folks. But maybe that's just something folks in the NCR cooked up to make themselves seem more useful here. Less uninvited.
What kind of creatures are out there anyway?
Around here, mostly coyotes and geckos. The coyotes are pretty dangerous in large packs, but otherwise they're nothing to really worry about. The geckos aren't too tough, but they've got a nasty bite. I've heard about bigger, nastier versions out in the wasteland, but I've never seen them. Stick to the roads when you can, and steer clear of the hills north of Good Springs. The critters up there are big and poisonous.
That's all I want to know. Let's talk about something else.
If you want to know anything else, just ask.
Well, Doc Mitchell said you could help me to survive in the
Yeah,
desert.
I guess there's a thing or two I could show you. Sounds like you need all the help you can get after what they done to you. Meet me outside, behind the saloon.
A refresher lesson would always be welcome. Though, frankly, I'm just doing the tutorial for everything she gives me. Not that... Not that, Isaac would know that. Also a terminal. He can't help himself. He's gotta fuck with it. Robco Entries Terminal. What about Despair? 1 out of 7, correct. Demands? Oh. Defense? No. That helps. Weapons. Oh. So it was the E. There's an E in that spot. Beating. 4, correct. Interesting. Leading. No, it can't be that. Sending. No. Can't be ing. Decline, maybe? No. Eh. I oftentimes just guess at random with this thing. Weapons. Veggies. Defense. No. Finding all of the duds is helpful, I think. Decries. No. Sealant. Despair? No. I lost patience with this. I knew that there's a way to skip that. I forget how exactly. I hate how that doesn't exit. Please, exit. Escape doesn't escape anything. I hate it. Okay, move on. Why? It's the same every time. There we go. Finally. I'm in. All of that and still neutral karma because it just doesn't really matter too much. Mods. Oh, drums and light bolts. Oh, these are the available mods. And these are the available mods for the pistol. Whatever. Gotta remember to do that. Fixing things. Oh, you're in here. Hello.
Howdy. What can Easy Pete do for you?
Do you know anything about the people who attacked me?
The one in the fancy suit seemed to be calling the shots. That's as much as I know. Other folks in town might know more. Word of advice, though. If you ever catch up with him, watch out. The man's got cold eyes like a snake. Can't be trusted, I'd say.
Why you called Easy Pete anyway?
Was a prospector until I decided to settle here to get away from the NCR. Now we'll just take it easy and help out with the Brahmin and Bighorners.
A prospector, like digging for gold and silver?
Nah. Means I poke through old buildings looking for working tech and such. Some folks just call it salvaging, but never liked the term. Way I see it, salvage means it's broken, near worthless. Me, I look for the good stuff. Guns, chems, spare parts. Good money in it.
Did you ever find anything good about prospecting?
Nope. Had a pretty good claim once, way out east by the river, but got run off by raiders. Eventually got too old to keep going out.
What's wrong with the NCR?
Don't get
I
me
mean,
wrong.
I know what's wrong with the
NCR's
NCR.
got a lot of decent folk in it. It's just that they make you part of them whether you like it or not. Towns like Goodsprings and Prim don't stay independent for long. Not if you've got something the NCR wants. Still, the NCR keeps the Legion away.
Tell me about the Legion.
They're slavers, led by a guy named Caesar, or Caesar. Not sure how you're supposed to say it. A couple of years ago, they tried to take over Hoover Dam, but the NCR beat them back. The NCR didn't or couldn't finish the job, though. The Legion's got its strength back and is getting ready for another round at the dam. My money's still on the NCR winning, but you never know. We've been hearing stories about legionaries on the Nevada side of the river, so keep a gun handy. You don't want to get caught by them.
What's so important about Hoover Dam anyway?
The dam powers a lot of New Vegas, and then there's all that clean water lying in Lake Mead, too. Anybody who owns the dam owns the territory.
What do you use the Bighorners for anyway?
Meat and hide, mostly. Can't put a pack on them. They just lay down until you take it off. Can find a bunch of wild ones high up in the hills, but gotta be careful around them. They can put up a decent fight if cornered.
I just realized I forgot something. One moment. I keep forgetting to put my alerts out on social media. A fucking data breach. Apparently, Twitter had a data breach, which is ridiculous. Whatever. I gotta remember to let people know when I'm streaming. I used to do it automatically, had it set up. But I stopped using that particular application. Yeah, well. It is what it is. Back to New Vegas anyway. Okay. You know anything about Victor?
The machine? Harmless. No matter what Trudy says.
Hello, Jess
He
West.
thinks it's hiding something, but I think it's just a broken down relic with no place to be. Keep your gun handy if you go poking around some of the abandoned places around here, like the schoolhouse. Critters move in there sometimes.
Indeed. Isaac knows enough about robots to know they're not haunted or anything. Though he does wonder about Victor's purpose. As he knows they're also not anywhere. Robots never show up anywhere without any sort of purpose or ownership. Someone knows that robot. Someone is looking after that robot, keeping it running. He just wonders who and for what purpose. Hello.
Now, see the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there?
I didn't see any sarsaparilla balls on the...
Try to hit a couple of them.
Oh. Okay. Old Vegas? It got blown up in the bombs, don't you know? Oh, hello there. Also, hello there, Snowy. Welcome on in.
That's the right idea. Look down the sight.
And crouch. Also, yeah, happy belated Fallout Day, by the way. I hope you're all safe in your
Try crouching
Fallout
down.
shelters.
It'll help your aim. Nice shot. Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight sarsaparilla bottles.
You'd be surprised, they're a menace.
I gotta go chase geckos away from our water supply anyway. Darn critters are attracted to it. Why don't you come along?
Okay, I'm in.
Follow me. It's just down to the southeast a short ways.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about Fallout 76. A lot of negative things about Fallout 76. But I guess there's some positive these days, too. People have said it's gotten better. I'm kind of skeptical. How is that game anyway these days? I guess people always say it's fun with friends, but everything is. I know you can play as a ghoul now, which is interesting. Did they kind of abandon the premise of everyone being set up from a vault? Like, bounded from a vault? I think they might have... If you're like ghouls now, if you're in the vault, that's, interesting. Would be cool if the next Fallout game lets you play as a ghoul, though. Would be cool if the next Fallout game had skills and everything back, as well. Oh, good God.
Hear that up on the ridge behind me there? We got some geckos to clear out. Bunch of little monsters is what they are. Seems like Doc Mitchell treats more gecko bites than anything else. Let's see if we can get a little closer. If we move quietly, we can get the jump on them. More likely to hit something vital that way.
Indeed.
Okay, you're on. Go give him hell.
There they are. Little bastard. A Vault-Tec Assisted Targeting System, or VATS. Oh. Fallout used to be a turn-based game. Top-down. Isometric. I should play the original Fallouts. I have yet to, honestly. Fallout New Vegas has always been my favorite, and it's the first Fallout game I ever played. And I got a lot of funny stories from when I was playing it, because when I first played it, I didn't understand that bottle caps were money. Ah, fuck! Get away from me, weirdo. Hello.
See? You're getting the hang of it. There's 2 more wells that still need clearing. You want, you can come along. It'd be worth a few caps to me.
Sure, I'll go with you.
Shouldn't take more than a couple minutes, especially with 2 of us. Come with me.
Come with me, and you'll see a world of OSHA violations. Let us go. I did not hit shit.
Teach you to mess with me.
What the hell? What? What happened? What the fuck? What? What? But how did... What? I've never had that happen before. How the hell did you die? Holy shit. Anyway, I gotta go save Sonny Smiles, Jesus Christ. Oh, holy shit. There we go. If only geckos were that big but friendly. Big huggy boys, yeah. I guess they're kind of cute. Hello.
Holy moly. If you hadn't come here like you done, I'd be a goner for sure. I came up here to draw water, but here, you should have what I got. You look thirsty.
Reputation. Another game system that I very dearly miss. Frankly, Reputation was always better than Karma. And especially in a game like this, it's just always a better idea. You've established a reputation. I know how this works. Good reputations. Like, you gain negative reputation, you gain, like, bad reputation, you gain good reputation. And if you get a little bit of both, it gives you unique shit, or unique titles and things. Hello, Sonny.
Now that was some good work. Even got a little exciting there at the end.
You're looking
And a
very
little spending money for the trouble.
alive.
One more thing I wanted to show you. Thought I might teach you about living off the land and making useful things for yourself. Interested?
Sure, couldn't hurt.
All right then.
A bit of a refresher course
Only
is
a couple
always nice.
ingredients to get started. Gonna want some xander root and a brock flower. Let me think now. I know I've seen brock flowers growing up at the graveyard, and I seem to remember there being xander root over by the schoolhouse. Bring those on back to me, and we'll get cooking.
Jesse, we need to cook. Need to cook! Alright, laser pistol will be at 1. Because I'm going to use... I'm an energy weapons boy, and I'm going to use that more than before. Oh. Do you hear that? Sounds like a copyright claim. I really need to look up a mod for that, honestly. You! No! You fool! You're going to get me muted. You're going to get my VOD muted. How dare you? Hello, Cheyenne. A lot of empty whiskey bottles. Someone had fun here. What's in here? Hot glass and a carton of cigarettes. Huh. Keeping my eye open for, glasses, by the way. Nah, I think I'm good with that. I think I'm good with my character. Hello, who are you?
Hey
Oh,
there.
hello.
Peace, traveler.
Who are you?
Just a hunter out here killing things and hoping their hides fetch more than the bullets cost to kill them.
Which way to Prim, then?
Sign says you go south. Just look for the roller coaster. Oh, and don't go north. A caravan just got sacked up the road.
Oh. Do you have anything to trade?
That's a dangerous question. Ask the way a bandit might ask. But since we're close to town, I'll trust your good intentions.
Let's trade.
I could use some stim packs. How about some nice bloatfly steaks in trade?
Man, I don't think... You're way... You just treat everyone who's trying to trade with you like a robber? That's bizarre. I've heard of that guy before, but I've never seen him quite like this. I know that that's an account, like a random encounter, isn't it? I know there's a whole bunch of random encounters around this game that a lot of people don't even see. Like the Wasteland Hunter. Well, let's go back up to town. Let's go over to the, up towards the water tower. Let's go towards the... and find the Goodsprings Cemetery, where they tried to bury me. The fools. I will kill them when I can find them. The town of Goodsprings. Goodsprings is a real town, by the way. It's a bit of a it's a bit of a mecca for Fallout New Vegas fans, actually. They have like a festival every year or so, where everyone goes out and they get up in costume, and they go out and have a festival, like a con, like a convention there. Everyone's so passionate. I would love to go and I'd love to go to Goodsprings one day. Holy shit. Hey Vera, welcome on in. But yeah, I was just talking about Goodsprings and how it's actually a real place. Into dust. Well, bastards are hard to hit. Oh, don't embarrass me. Come on. I've always loved Fallout's laser weapons, by the way. Some of the first time I've seen laser weapons that actually shoot out in like a beam. Like a proper beam instead of like the Star Wars blaster bolt style. I've always preferred when it's an actual laser beam instead of the blaster bolt. It's more interesting that way. I need a shovel to dig my own grave. Well, speaking of my own grave, some distinctive cigarette butts, Brock flowers. Very nice. And this is where they tried to shoot me. Said the game was rigged from the start. I'll show them. Ah, a snow globe. Lovely. There's the Yangtze Memorial. Man, this game looks so much... I don't know what it is. If it's just... If it was like my PS3 or something, but it looks a lot more sharp. Or it looks a lot better now. Might be the mods that I'm running, but... I didn't think there's that many graphical mods installed with it. I know, like, they messed with the level of detail. Because Vegas used to load pretty shittily. And it would get very, very, very laggy by the end of the game. Especially on like a completely vanilla PlayStation install. Kind of sucked, honestly. Those are rad scorpions. Oh, I am not ready to face rad scorpions at the moment. Oh, that way is Vegas. There's Camp McCarran. Is that Bonnie Springs over there? I think it like preloads all the files or something. I know it decompresses a lot of the stuff is what this particular mod pack does. I'm using Viva New Vegas, by the way, for everyone who just joined. That's the mod pack I'm using. Only I've excluded some things that I don't like and added certain other features that I've liked, that I did like, and I'll keep adjusting it as the game goes on. Though you'll probably notice it has certain things like this is a very clean and very open. This is a very clean and very nice quest menu as it is, but because vanilla game will front load you with all of the DLC right at the start, and the mods I have do not do that. They are locked off towards levels. Which levels? Well, you'll just have to see. I did adjust them specifically to the levels that I usually play those DLCs at, and in the order that I want them to play them too. I always play this game in sort of a specific way. And this way I think makes the most sense. But we'll just have to see about that. These mailboxes. They always have good stuff in there. Or most of them do. I forget what these kinds of trailers are called. But I know there's like 50s. They're very rare now, I think. Like these sorts of trailers that are like... They're like a silver bubble. I forget what that kind of trailer's called. Or it's like a... It's like a camper. that you tow behind a truck or something. No, it's like they're stupidly expensive now because they didn't make very much of them. Ooh, crafting. I love me some crafting. Recycle these energy cells. Oh, yeah, that's right. The Brockflower, or the Xander root's over by the schoolhouse, isn't it? The schoolhouse. I remember there being dangerous things at the schoolhouse. Well, not really all that dangerous, but still. Just a lot of getting our boots, Rhett. Getting our boots dusty. Holy shit! It's a giant mantis. Kill it now. Ma! There's a weird fucking cat outside. Yeah, I appreciate the mantis's dead body game. Thank you. See what's inside this place. The mantises. Mantises or manti? I don't even know what you call a group of mantises. Or manti. I don't know what you call them. I have a 74% chance of hitting that head, apparently. And I missed both times. Although, honestly, I think I could just jump on them and kill them. Or at least you used to be able to. Eh. There we go. Hey. These chairs have a buggy hitbox. Heh, buggy. There. Salesman Weekly. A cherry bomb, you say? No. Coffee mugs. I don't have time to brew a pot of coffee out here in the wastelands. Actually. Coffee mugs. I might want those for a future date. They're a collector's item, you know? Totally doesn't have to do with my foreknowledge of the game. No. And certain NPCs you can meet later. Not at all. Absolutely not. I wouldn't play the game like that, would I? Some bobby pins, always welcome. Wonder glue, always useful. I'm going to hack this. I'm going to hack the system. Despair before me. Stating. Sealant. No. There we go. No refills? Come on. Come on! Give me one. No? You make me sad. Get in. Go. Holy shit! Demands. No. Driving. Ah. This may be the brainless way of doing it, but eh. I've never really cared too much about solving the Wordle puzzle, really. Sending me. Ceiling? No. Weapons? No. Ooh. There we go. I feel like these are pretty long passwords for what is the easy difficulty. I guess it's not very easy, but still. Require? No. Decries. No. Stating. That could be it. It's not. But it's nothing like stating. Okay. I think I could think of as veggies. No? Eh. There we go. Finally. I'm not going to disengage the lock, though. Because I'd rather lockpick it myself. I can't? Oh. They went that way. Well, did they now? I have more locksmiths readers than that, don't I? What am I missing? What am I missing? I'm only missing 3. I could probably get it by upping Mentats. Or popping some Mentats, frankly. There we go. That's better. Paused. And then mouse to rotate it, and F to force the lock. I know how this works. There we go. Some Mentats. A stealth boy. That's a pre-war money. Good to go. Let me some of that. Oh, I love that for me. Okay, let's get move on, shall we? Sunny can't wait all day. I mean, well, she can, but I'd rather not keep her waiting all day. Let us not keep a woman waiting, please. Ooh, Programmer's Digest. Hey, Victor, you wouldn't mind if I crashed at your place, would you? He's a robot. He doesn't have anything to do. He's not going to sleep in this bed. Goodness. There we go. Whew. Back to Sunny we go. So how's your night, chat? I hope everything's going fine for you and your folks. I had a very hectic day at work today, frankly. I feel like the past entire week has been just busy as hell. I don't know what they're doing at the car plant, but frankly, I wish they'd stop it. And they're wanting me to go over to a place where I'm not really entirely sure I want to go, but it's only for a day, and they want me to show up 2 hours early to work to refresh and train on a particular area. An area that I really don't like very much at all. I work as a security guard, and I guard the, it's at a car plant, and I guard the plant the way out. Like, where the cars come out. They get loaded onto these trucks. And I gotta check the tires, make sure they're all strapped, and I gotta...
Let me see what you got. Yeah, these'll do just fine. Just fine. Alright now. We're gonna be making something folks on the trail call healing powder. Go on over to that campfire now. Give it a try.
I check the VINs to make sure the truckers are supposed to be taking the cars they're taking. I do all these sorts of things. They're wanting me to go over to the other part of the plant where they come in, where the
Hey, that's not bad, see? All it takes to make a recipe is the right ingredients and the right know-how. Sometimes it won't be a campfire you need. Might need to do some work on your guns and ammo, maybe. Important thing to get is it's all the same idea. You just need to find the right place to set up shop. Workbench or reloading bench, whatever. Well, I hope that's enough to get you started. I'm heading back now. Hope I didn't miss anything good on the jukebox. Cheyenne would never forgive me. Hey, do me a favor. Trudy, she's the bartender up at the Prospector. Kind of the town mom. She likes to meet newcomers. She'd be cross with me if I didn't ask you to poke your head in and say hi.
They're wanting me to go over to where the supplies for all the plant come in. Like all of the parts and things. And that's far fucking busier and gets a lot more trucks. And it's more complicated, and they got like a camera there to look and make sure you're not doing anything fun that could be potentially anticipated as fun. Like you can't be on your phone or anything, and it blows. You know what? It just blows. I don't like that place at all, and I'm going over there probably next Thursday, and it's going to be annoying. Oh, hello. You pile of dust. I'm level 2 now. Hell yeah. There we go. 14 skill points. Lovely as ever. I'm going to go up to the lockpicking threshold, so I don't have to do that again. Some barter would probably be nice. I know that I have mods on that make barter more important, so that will be something to keep in mind. Some speech would be nice. Medicine. Explosives, maybe? Repair. Let's go for repair, actually. Now, what perk shall we take? Intense training, lady killer, a retention, swift learner. 10 more. Swift learner is not. In the base game, swift learner is absolutely not worth it in the slightest. But I wonder if the mods have changed that. I would never have Science 70 by level 2. I just never would. Light touch is nice. Rapid reload. And these are already... We're already into level 4. Guns 30. I mean, we could always go the route of... We could always go with the meme of Fallout New Vegas that bisexuals do more damage to everyone. I think we should go for that. I am bisexual. I'm thinking the character could be too. Let's go for confirmed bachelor first, yes? Pride month. Or have some pride, everyone. Let's go up. So, what the hell? Oh, it's you. That's enough of you. I think there's probably more geckos up there, honestly. Oh boy. I sure do love turning my enemies into hissing piles of dust. Ugh. Up here's Grody. Ooh. Survival skill. It was repair before. What the fuck? Oh, yo! Yeah, I love that. Guys, we have a great weapon. Hell yeah, boys! That's a stroke of luck. Hell yeah. Recharger rifle this early? Oh, my beloved. I like the Merc Charmer outfit, too. I've always loved that. Damage threshold of 4. It's not quite as much, but gives me some medicine, barter, and speech. Which is different than what it was before. Give me that as well. Oh, a camera. A dining chair. Okay. God fucking damn you! Okay. Let's use the worst Stimpaks first. And then homemade ones. I hate every part of this. But, yeah. Jay Sawyer decided to split up Stimpaks into 3 separate items because that was a good idea. Maybe it sells well. I love the Recharger rifle. It's one of my favorite weapons. The Recharger stuff, especially early on, at least. I mean, early on. Because that's what happens. It just recharges. I know you could. I didn't know if you could do that before, but yeah. Shooting them to disarm them is always a decent option, I guess. Anyway, now that we have that little stash, gotta go back to Goodsprings, say hi to Trudy. What the fuck? Oh, it's you. Fucker. Where'd you go? A recharger rifle is good for shooting geckos, man. It doesn't hold its own against higher tier enemies, but this early on in the game, it is nothing but a boon, and I'm happy to have it. Although, I think we're at the point we can start fast traveling, honestly. Oh, it shows you the distance. That's interesting. Never used to do that. Hello, Cheyenne.
Hey there.
I'm done being nice. If you don't hand Ringo over soon, I'm going to get my friends and we're burning this town to the ground. Got it?
We'll keep that in mind. Now, if you're not gonna buy something, get out.
Huh. Interesting. I'm going to turn the subtitles on, by the way. Well, hello.
Hey. Well, you've been causing quite a stir. Glad I finally got to meet you. Welcome to the Prospector Saloon.
I overheard your argument. What was that all about?
Looks like our little town got itself dragged into the middle of something we don't want anything to do with. About a week ago, this traitor, Ringo, comes into town. Survivor of an attack, he says. Bad men after him. Needs a place to hide. We figured he was just in shock, so we gave him a place to lie low. We didn't actually expect anyone to come after him.
Where's Ringo now, anyway?
He's holed up at the abandoned gas station up the hill.
So what you gonna do?
Some of the others, like Sonny, will probably stand up for Ringo if he asks for help, which he hasn't. Personally, I hope he sneaks out of town one night and takes the powder gangers with him.
Powder gangers?
Chain gangs, really. The NCR brought them in from California to work on the rail lines. Problem is, it turns out that giving convicts a bunch of dynamite and blasting powder isn't the best idea. Was a big escape not too long ago. Some of them stuck together so they could make trouble. That's what we're dealing with now.
Go figure. The NCR brings trouble as it goes. They create their own problems, frankly. At least that's what Isaac here would think. Why not just kill Cobb and be done with it?
Murder him? That's not our way. Even if Cobb is scum, he can bluster and threaten all he wants.
Oh, never mind. I want to talk about something else.
All right.
Show me what you have for sale, by the
Got
way.
a special discount for you after what you done for us. Give me a shout if you need anything else.
Who's that man you were arguing with anyway?
He's a convict, just without the chains. Said his name was Cobb. Powder gangers is what they call themselves. Plenty more like him out there.
Yeah, fair. I'm trying to know more. I'm trying to track down the people who attacked me. Do you know anything about them?
Not much, other than they're a bunch of freeloaders who expected a few rounds on the house. I was able to get them to pay up, though. Of course, one of the great cons did knock my radio to the floor by accident, and it hasn't been working since.
Did my attackers say where they were going?
They were having some kind of argument about it, but the guy in the checkered coat kept shushing them. Sounded like they came in from the north through Quarry Junction. If that's the case, I can't say I blame them for not wanting to go back.
Why's that?
That whole area is overrun with the kind of critters that just get mad if you shoot them. Merchants avoid that whole stretch of I-15 like it's radioactive, which it could be for all I know.
So where were they headed?
I didn't hear exactly, but the leader was talking about the strip. Fellow wants to get there and avoid the 15, he'd have to go east. Take Highway 93 up.
Want me to take a look at that broken radio?
Sure, the outside looks okay, but I think something broke on the inside. There'd be captains.
Same.
I do like to hear what's going on in the world. And that Mr. New Vegas seems like such a gentleman.
His speech patterns are interesting. I don't think he's entirely human. I think Isaac would have that sort of sense. Do you know the robot that had rescued me?
I know that thing as much as anyone else around here. It mostly keeps to itself, which is just fine by me.
What does he actually do around here?
Other than rolling around once in a while, it doesn't do anything useful as far as I can tell. I don't know why it took an interest in you, but I'd be careful. It's never helped anyone before.
How long has he been in Goodsprings?
It was here when I took over the saloon 7 years ago. Some people have said its owner lived here, but no one knows who it was.
Huh. You don't like him?
It acts friendly enough, but I don't trust that whole cheerful cowboy act. I find it all very creepy.
Never mind. Let's talk about something else.
Fine by me.
Does Goodsprings get many visitors?
Mostly traders looking to buy bighorn or meat and hides. The traders are the main reason the general store manages to stay in business. Most travelers heading south on the I-15 just push on towards Prim, unless they're in desperate need of supplies.
What happens if I help Ringo
If you
anyway?
were able to get Ringo out of this mess, you'd have a decent reputation around Goodsprings. I'd even set you up with a discount. Of course, helping Ringo would also make the powder gangers mad, and they've got a lot of friends out there.
I'm not afraid of some convicts. Anything interesting going on in the rest of that wasteland?
There's always something interesting going on. But the biggest news has to be the come and dust up between the NCR and the Legion over the dam.
Tell me about the NCR. What do you think of the NCR anyway?
The new California Republic's got the most power in Nevada. Money, troops, you name it. They do what they can to keep things safe in the region. But if you ask me, they're trying to do too much. They're spread too thin.
Cause too many problems. What can you tell me about the Legion anyway?
Slavers, killers, and all other kinds of trouble. They dress up like Roman soldiers, so there's no mistaking it when you see them. The rumor is that the Legion is far larger than the NCR lets on, and that it's been due to luck that the Legion hasn't overrun the territory.
Why do you think both the NCR and the Legion want the dam?
I'm pretty sure the NCR wants to hold on to the dam because it's one of the few places around that can make electricity. The Legion are a bunch of savages, though. No idea why they'd want the dam. Probably plan on destroying it or something.
The whole damn thing? Okay, let's get moving on, okay?
Be careful out there.
What's your deal?
Howdy.
Hey. I'll take a look at this radio. Radio's internal components reveals that several parts and connections were popped loose when the radio hit the floor. Oh, it's just this. That's fine. We could repair it. Nelson, huh? advertisements. Hello.
Feeling thirsty? I can take care of that.
Well, you should work on your phrasing. I fixed your radio.
Yeah, I heard it turn right back on after you got done tinkering with it. Here's some caps for the work.
Well, thanks for the caps, lady.
You're welcome. So can I get you anything?
Not really.
Be careful out there.
I saw that barter opportunity. I didn't figure it would be worth it, actually. I don't think Isaac would be the type to be that pushy in that kind of a thing. He doesn't want to badger. He doesn't want to badger Trudy about it, especially someone who's as nice as she is. Let's go up. See this Ringo guy, huh? Ask him about his time in the Beatles. I have not listened to the Beatles, honestly. I'm not a fan of theirs. But I know my grandmother is, like, to an absurd degree. With peace and love and extreme violence. Yeah, I'll take some of that. Sure, why not? Whoa, hold up.
Who are you, and what do you want with me?
Hey. Dude, chill. I'm just having a look around.
Sorry about the gun. You just caught me off guard, that's all.
Jesus.
Got off to a bad start. What say we start over with a friendly game of Caravan? You know how to play?
That's funny. It was a very noticeable way of trying to introduce Caravan. Like, he points a gun in my face for like the first 5 seconds, and then like 3 seconds later he's like, "Hey, you want to play a card game?" What's the rules of Caravan anyway?
It's a 2-player game, and the winner takes the whole pot. You build a caravan using the cards in your deck. The goal is to create caravan bids that beat your opponent's bids, so there's more strategy than luck involved. It's why you won't see Caravan in any casino. Too slow-paced. And more importantly, no house edge. Here, take this holotape. It goes into more specifics about the rules.
Hold up a second. My fucking microphone. Come on, guys. Come on. He does. The microphone is an infuriating thing, but I'm going to be getting it fixed here sooner rather than later. I'm going to be having I already have it in my I ordered a new cable for it. It should be coming in Monday. Can't wait for it. It's gonna be I can't really wait for it. It's gonna be awesome. Having it and not having to deal with all of this noise. Literal noise. Like, ugh. Just hate it. There we go. It's always wanting to buzz for some reason. Whatever.
You'll also need a deck, so take one of my spares. So, you feel like playing a game?
We're gonna find more cards anyway.
Just keep an eye out for them while you travel. I've found cards in old boxes or forgotten on shelves. Can find some for sale, too.
I don't have time for a game right now, man.
All right.
You know there's a man named Joe Cobb looking for you?
Yeah. He doesn't look very tough, though. I hear he's afraid I'll shoot him down from one of the windows when I see him. And he's right. I'll have a much bigger problem once his friends show up. There's no way I could handle all of them in a gunfight.
Why are the power gangers out to get you anyway, man?
My caravan was on the return trip from California and heading back to the company branch in New Vegas when we got jumped. Not even a drop your weapons and hands up before the bullets started flying. We put up a good fight, but there was too many of them. I took a few of the bandits down before I ran, so I figure their friends are out for revenge.
Do around here?
Oh, sorry. I thought everybody knew already. I'm a trader with the Crimson Caravan Company. I'm, staying in town for a bit.
I see.
Did you want something else?
Can you tell me anything about Good Springs?
I've never stopped here until recently. You're better off asking one of the locals.
Tell me more about the Crimson Caravan Company, anyway.
It's been in business for a very long time, and it's probably the biggest trading outfit in California. There's a branch up in New Vegas, but it hasn't been doing so well. Word is that the big boss herself, Alice McLafferty, is coming in to fix things.
Well, what are you going to do about the powder gangers, anyway?
I'm gonna lay low for as long as I can, assuming the town doesn't throw me to the wolves. I've got no chance against the gang on my own.
Maybe I can help.
We just end up sharing the same grave if it's just the two of us. Now, if some of the other people in town were also on board...
I'll ask around, see who I can round up.
Start with Sunny Smiles. She's been friendlier than most around here.
Okay. East! Give me that doctor's bag, please, then thank you. Oh, come on. This is stealing. Who does it belong to? Ringo? He's not even here. Like, he's only here. He doesn't own this gas station. He's just hanging out here. Like, he's not even in this faction. Whatever. Let's go find Sunny Smiles, yeah? Have us a ghost town gunfight. Hell yeah. Although, actually... Hello.
You must be the one Doc Mitchell was patching up. The way I heard it, I didn't think you'd be walking out of that office. I've got plenty of supplies for sale. Even got some weapon mods and special ammo. Well worth the caps if you ask me. If you're hurting for caps, I've also got boxes of surplus ammo in the miscellaneous section. They're not great, but you get what you pay for.
Tell me about the weapon mods and the special ammo.
Weapon mods are things like silencers, scopes, bigger magazines. Special ammo includes things like armor-piercing bullets, which don't hurt the target as much, but let you punch through armor easier. There's also hollow point bullets, which have the opposite effect. You can kill unarmored targets easier, but they don't do shit against armor.
Yeah, fair. What makes the special ammo, what makes the surplus ammo inferior anyway?
It's all about quantity over quality. Trouble is, you'll be cleaning and fixing your gun a lot more than usual when you use those kind of bullets.
What do you know about the situation with the powder gangers anyway?
If Ringo doesn't head out on his own, I think we should hand him over. The town shouldn't get itself mixed into the problem. Don't mistake that for coward talk, though. We're a town of survivors. We'll fight tooth and nail if pushed, but we don't go looking for trouble.
You know anything about the people who attacked me?
The leader was a New Vegas type. Typical city boy. He had a bunch of Great Khans with him, probably hired guns. The Great Khans normally stay in their own territory way up northwest, on account of them being enemies with the NCR.
Anything else you can tell me about the Great Khans?
They're tough sons of bitches. Mean, but not crazy. They'll leave you alone unless you got something they want. The Great Khans deal in illegal chems. There's a good chance that most chems you come across were made by Great Khans.
Have you ever been to New Vegas?
Twice. Both times I drank a lot of liquor and lost most of my caps at the card tables. In that order, now that I think about it. If you ever get to New Vegas, be sure to visit Gamora. It's the best casino in the city. You won't regret it. Word of advice, behave. Between the NCR military police and Mr. House's robots, you don't want to be causing trouble on the Strip.
That says a lot about Chet, frankly. Yeah, his tastes are certainly something. If you know about that casino. I'd like to know more about Mr. House, anyway.
I'm afraid I don't know much myself. Mr. House has got his own casino, Lucky 38, but nobody goes in or out except his robots. The other casinos follow Mr. House's rules, so I guess that makes him the leader of New Vegas. As far as I know, nobody's ever laid eyes on the guy. I think that robot who pulled you out of the dirt belongs to Mr. House. If Mr. House is looking after you, it's got to be a good thing, right?
Huh. That's interesting. Or Isaac would find that interesting, because that would mean sending packets of data over a very long distance.
Can do.
It's probably very. That is, if it's true. Mr. Houseman just made the one. He just happened to make the robot. That doesn't necessarily mean he controls it. Some wine and some scotch. Plasma. Bottle still Texas. That. Oh, I just realized it. Ugh. Fission battery, huh? Focus optics. The recycler. I need to go prospecting,
Another
frankly.
satisfied customer.
Bye.
Take it easy now.
That one. Well, let's go see if we can't help Ringo out with his gunfight. Hey, Sonny.
Hi there. Sticking around Good Springs for a while longer?
Hey, I'm gonna help Ringo take on the Powder Gang. You wanna help me?
Say no more. I'm in.
Just like that?
Just like that. I have a feeling that I'm going to end up fighting those guys one way or another, so I might as well get it over with. Joe Cobb talks about leaving us alone if we hand over Ringo, but I know his type. He and his friends will come after the town eventually. However, between you, me, and Ringo, we aren't exactly a force to be reckoned with. A lot of people around here look up to Trudy. If you could convince Trudy to join us, some of the folks in town might decide to help out as well. I know Easy Pete's got a stock of dynamite somewhere, and Chet just got a shipment of leather armor we could borrow. Talk to them as well. Finally, there's a good chance we'll all end up with extra holes in us. So if Doc Mitchell could cough up some extra stim packs, that'd be great.
Any ideas on how to convince Trudy to join us?
A silver tongue would help. Convincing Trudy that we had a good plan to win the fight would also help.
Would Chet be willing to give us his supplies anyway?
I don't think give is in Chet's vocabulary. Even with the town at stake, he'd still make you barter with him.
How can I get Easy Pete's dynamite anyway?
Easy Pete's pretty protective of his dynamite. You'd have to convince him you know a thing or two about explosives before you handed it over.
Well, let's see what we can do.
Waiting.
Hey, Trudy!
So you're planning on taking on Joe Cobb's gang. It's a big risk, but I suppose you have to do what you think is right.
You should come help me take down the Powder Gang. Bullets, explosion, lots of fun.
I was planning on sitting this one out. For some reason, I can't help but like you. I'm with you. Let me have a word with a few other folks, and I'll see if I can't round up some more members for this militia you're creating. While everyone does own a gun, we could stand to be a little better equipped. The general store probably has what we need in stock.
Why, thank you then. I'll see what we can do.
Be careful out there.
See if we can get Chet to give us what we need. But first, conversion. I do something else with this? Fusion batteries? Oh, I need more. I see. I need a higher science skill, right? Yeah. I could use that. Sure, why not? Just a little bit more. Seemed good to me. Hey, Chet.
You looking to buy some supplies?
We need to take down this powder ganger, man. We need to take down this powder gang, man.
Now just hold on. I never voted to take on the powder gangers. That's a 1,000 cap investment you're talking about.
Hey, sure. Let them take over the town then, man. I'm sure your business will be much better off.
You made your point. I can provide people with some leather armor and extra ammo. Sure hope it's worth it. And, I'll be guarding the store while all this is going on. I have to put my business first. You understand.
I respect the hustle, but man, this is your town. You should be
Take
more...
it easy now.
You should be more protective of it. Let's go. There's duct tape at the dumpster. And a coffee mug. And now everyone in the town's wearing leather armor. Oh, you know, the doc would probably help us. What the... Oh, it's a Nevada state flag. Huh. Hey, Doc.
Welcome back. I had hoped you wouldn't need to come see me again so soon. What can I do for you?
Town's gonna be attacked by bandits, Doc. Anything you can do to help?
Seems like wherever I go, it's always the same. Folks just never leave each other alone. Oh, I'm not much good in a fight with my bum leg. And my supplies are scarce, but I'll give you what I can spare.
Good man. But they'll be using explosives. Do you have something for more serious injuries?
I ain't got much, but it'll do you more good out there than it will in here. Take what I got.
What town is this, anyway?
This here's Good Springs, named after the water we got here, just down the road to the southeast. Good Springs Source, they call it. It's a quiet town, and that's how we like it. We don't go looking for trouble, though occasionally it sees fit to come looking for us.
Who was it that rescued me? It was Victor, right?
Curious fella. He's sort of odd, and I don't just mean 'cause he's a robot. I couldn't tell you much about him. He's real friendly, don't get me wrong. You just get the sense that that ain't the whole picture. Just a feeling. He keeps to himself, mostly. You want to know more about him, you'll have to ask him yourself. He has a shack on the southern edge of town.
Tell me about yourself, Doc.
Well, I already told you I came from a vault. After that, I was a traveling doctor for a spell. It seemed like a good idea at the time. Most folks out here ain't educated, so people with medical know-how are hard to come by. I found that I could help a lot of people with what I knew, and that was all right with me. Eventually, I went back and married my childhood sweetheart, and that was the end of my traveling days. Didn't miss it none then. Still don't.
What else can you tell me about Good Springs, anyway?
Well, there's a general store just up the road, run by a fella named Chet. He don't got nothing fancy, but he's got your basics covered. If you're looking to wet your whistle, just past Chet's is the Prospector Saloon. The bartender there, Trudy, knows everyone in town. Other than that, there's not much to see. Just people trying to scratch out a living.
You know anything about the men that shot me?
I didn't see him or the men with him. You might ask around town, though. Could be someone saw which way they was headed. Your best bet would probably be Trudy, the bartender at the saloon up the road. If anyone saw anything, she'd know about it.
Up the road? Hoser. You said before you had something taken from you.
Well, ain't we all, right? That was a long time ago. I don't pay it much mind anymore.
Huh. Well, goodbye, Doc.
You take care now.
I'm gonna go turn some bandits into dust. As I go riding merrily along, and they say, oh, ain't you glad you're single? Why, hello there, Easy Pete.
Howdy.
You got dynamite? We need to go blow up some bandits.
Too dangerous. Gonna kill all yourselves if I let you touch it. Better to leave it buried. Safer that way.
Never mind.
Yep.
What do you know about Joe Cobb?
Bad trouble.
That's helpful.
Welcome.
Well, bye.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, let's go turn some bandits into dust. I'm not gonna try too hard for Easy Pete's dynamite. This is not an explosive build character. Though I'm certainly going to be doing this more. Something I love about New Vegas is that it's very replayable. You can play over and over and over again and makes all sorts of different choices and make different characters, and that will be rewarded by the game with different paths and different things you can do and take. It engages with that. Like, you can complete quests in very different ways. Like, we could go, like, with this quest, for example, we could be doing the route I'm following now and help out Ringo. Or we could go talk to Joe Cobb and help him take over this place.
So what's going on? Did Sonny agree to help us?
Indeed.
Well, I guess that means we're ready to go. Unless you think there's something else you can do.
Hell, let's do this.
All right, I'm ready. I hope.
Time to look alive. The Powder Gangers are here to play.
How many are there?
At least 6. Joe Cobb included. They look pretty mean.
Oh, hell, let's
I'll
go.
be set up near the store. Let's hope that the gang doesn't manage to make it that far.
We'll turn them into dust. Hell yeah! Oh, shunned by the Powder Gangers? Oh no, whatever will I do? Hell yeah!
I owe you a huge favor for this. Here, these are technically Crimson Caravan funds, but I know they'll understand once I explain things.
You're welcome, sir.
I'll stick around for a bit longer, but I'll be gone in a few days. If you ever visit New Vegas, look me up at the Crimson Caravan camp.
Hell yeah. Some dynamite, huh? Didn't need Easy Pete's anyway. Single shotgun. There goes Cobb. Had a stealth boy on him. A Powder Gang outfit, too.
Hey there.
Don't know what happened there. This guy got fucked before he could even do anything. I guess I should take these single shotguns, shouldn't I? Sell them. Hello there, Easy Pete.
That ought to keep things settled for a while. Hope it stays that way.
Indeed.
Keep your gun handy if you go poking around some of the abandoned places around here, like the schoolhouse. Wasteland critters like to move in when Sonny's not looking, so watch out.
Okay, then. Get a move on, would you? Ugh. Oh, hello.
That'll teach the powder gangs to avoid Good Springs in the future.
Later.
Until next time.
You're very close. Hello.
I'm glad that business is over. I like it when Good Springs is nice and quiet.
Fair enough. Tell me what you got for sale.
Got a special discount for you after what you done for us.
I don't need this single shotgun, I'll be real.
Another satisfied customer.
Alright, bye.
Be careful out there.
How you doing, man?
We need more people like you around. And if you're looking for supplies, Chad over at the general store can help you out.
Cheyenne was very low on health. Whew. I'm glad the powder gang didn't get to her. Goodness. Hello.
That was a hell of a fight. Let's hope it doesn't bite us in the ass later on.
What you got for sale, Chet?
Can do.
Honestly, nothing I want.
Give me a shout if you need anything else. Take it easy now.
Later. Well, better hit the dusty trail, yeah? That was enough of these guys. With their weird BDSM-ish gear. Actually, let's poke around and see what we can find around Good Springs. There should be some nice prospecting sites out here, right? Could be some stuff, interesting things outside and around and out in the caves and things. Yeah. The coyote is now dust. A quick save, by the way. Just to drop a save there. Because it's been a while since I've saved. Radio transmitters. Interesting. Neutralizing these threats before they become one. before they could become threats. I see something moving over there. Maybe it's just the wind. Oh, Good Springs Cave. I'm on top of it. Okay. Yeah. Holy shit. Damn it. That coyote gave me some real trouble. Jesus. I've learned that with caves like this, the internal map is always or the local map is always very nice. I've always loved New Vegas' soundtrack. Even if it's just the ambient music, it's always awesome. I'm turning these into dust with no remorse, because they are murderous otherwise. Disintegrations, my beloved. Ooh. Another one! Thank you. A bright follower, huh? A ghoul. A ghoul. There we go. Laser pistols, energy cells. That's nice. Thank you. Lad's life? Really? Okay. Some 9mm rounds and some energy cells. Tweezers. Whew. Got me some good loot. I think that's all for this cave. Spelunking. Okay, let's move on. Let's see what else was. Let's move on. Let's see what else is around here.
You need to be careful. It's dangerous out here.
You genuinely scared the shit out of me. That was, oh boy. How'd you know I was in trouble?
Heck, I can smell trouble a mile away.
Let's try to remember that.
See that you do.
Following me?
I saved your life, so I kind of feel responsible for you is all.
Goodbye.
Well, happy trails then.
Huh. Now he's very suspicious. So whoever Victor's owner is, clearly they want Isaac to be safe. But for what purpose? No one ever does anything for free out in the wastes. There's always a price. Someone has an angle with that robot. See what that... Just have to see what that angle is. Ooh. Nice. A blue star, a bottle cap. That looks pretty. Some rounds. Nice. And a 9mm pistol, too. Straight razor. Ham radio, huh? I've never messed around with the radio myself. Why? Let's see. Well, the best option is to continue heading south. So I guess that's what I'll do. Something about the skyboxes in these old games. I don't know what it is, but they always look very pretty to me. I know in the Shivering Isles expansion of Oblivion, that had some really wild looking skyboxes. As it should, you know, it's the Shivering Isles, the realm of madness. Who knows what madness lurks in the sky? Holy shit! Oh my god, okay. Blew up my leg, got more experience points. Okay then. Honestly, having more science would be nice. For when I find more fission batteries, I can convert them more into... I can get more energy cells out of it. And then, what else do we need? Getting out my lockpick would also be pretty good. Because I'm going to have to find a whole bunch of shit out there in the wasteland that I need.
Hey.
Hey. Nice mine you got there.
Damn, running low on smokes again. You're not exactly making friends around here, are you?
Whatever, asshole. Down to Prim we go. It is nice that they changed it. Like, I used to remember whenever I participated in, like, the Ghost Town Gunfight quest, that would immediately make it, that would immediately make me, like, despised by the Powder Gangers. Like, they would hate me because of that. Attack me on sight. That's 2 roaches. Huh. It's a bit more accurate radiation. Weirdly enough, I don't remember radiation actually mattering that much in New Vegas. There's not all that many places in the wasteland that are irradiated, ironically enough. There's some places that are, don't get me wrong. But the lore is that Vegas was spared the bombs. Oh, hey. Why are there 2 of you here? Weirdos. Jesus. The New California Republic flag. Bunch of pests, what they are.
Hey, where the hell do you think you're going? Prim is off limits.
According to whom? What's going on in Prim?
Some convicts from the prison up the road have taken over the town. Everyone inside is either dead or in hiding. What's more, there are 2 tribes of raiders causing trouble in this area as well. You'd be safer heading back up to Goodsprings.
Shouldn't you be protecting the town or something?
We'd love to, but they don't fall under NCR jurisdiction. Even if they did, we're in no shape to protect them.
Why not? Can't you make yourself useful somehow?
We don't have the equipment to take out the convicts. And even if we did, we need some extra hands for backup. You should talk to Lieutenant Hayes. He's in a tent down the road. Just stay on the west side of the overpass if you don't want to get shot.
Huh. By whom? You or the convicts? Hello.
Howdy.
Out prospecting, huh? Bit late for it, don't you think? Well, this is Prim. I'm gonna take all of this. Goodness gracious. Microfusion cells, thank goodness. About time I got our hands on some of those. Just looking, don't mind me.
Hey there.
You're out patrolling, huh?
We won't go
Who's you?
quietly. Legion can count on that.
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
There's the line. Well, actually, it's getting a bit late, and I've been sleeping in a bit too much. Or I've been staying up too late recently, and I've been having a bad time getting not enough sleep. So, I think I'm going to nab me some missiles here. And I think I'm going to call it for tonight. Thank you so much for joining me. We're going to continue the adventures of Isaac Spencer later. We're going to have a little save there. We're going to drop a hard save. And we're level 3. I absolutely love this game with all of my heart. And I'm so happy to be playing it again. And it's running so much better now on this PC with all the mods that I got, instead of on that crummy old PS5 I had. Anyway, let's see let's see who I can raid. Yeah, let's see who's still live. Let me see. There should be some people around, out and around. I know who we can raid. We're going to be raiding Cryptid Onyx, which is Cryptid Onyx. That is Noxie Jester's or Noxie's second channel. So we're gonna go tell her. We're gonna go and tell her we said hi. Okay. Go tell her I said hi. Let's go. The message is, as usual, Roost Raid. Hell yeah. So everyone, go give Noxie a good old. Go give Noxie a warm welcome, would you? Thank you so. Well, it's been a pleasure being with you guys, meeting with you guys, and everything. Okay, I'm gonna go. Let's go Raider. Go Raider. I'll see you guys around later.